Hi, welcome. Today I'll show you how to install a WordPress blog on Webafrica servers. Lately I've been using webafrica.co.za more and more for web hosting. They seem to be a pretty good, fast and reliable host for local websites. First thing is, why do we host websites locally? If your target market is in South Africa, websites will load faster if you're using a local server. Yeah, so that's the main reason. That helps with Google searches as well, or SEO as we call it. And the last thing is why use WordPress? Well, there's plenty of advantages. SEO is one, being able to easily update and change your website is another, and the various plugins that's available for WordPress that's pretty much unrivaled in any other platform. So I suggest using WordPress if your target market is local South Africa. Webafrica is a good host to have a look at. So I'll include a link to Webafrica and more WordPress resources below this video. So for now, go to Webafrica's website. As I said, the link will be below. You can just click on it. Then having a look at their hosting options. This web hosting would suit most individuals and smaller companies. The larger options and dedicated servers are for really large companies and really large websites. So we will go to web hosting and have a look at that. Linux, that's what I prefer. Definitely go for a Linux server. They're stable, they're pretty fast. This most popular version is a really good one to go for. The one that won't work for WordPress is the one on the left. So there, the 19 Rand Linux starter, there's no SQL databases and you need a SQL database for WordPress. So the first one that will work is this 39 Rand per month, 2 GB of disk space, unlimited traffic, 15 email accounts, 1 SQL database. You can also get your domain from here. I prefer hosting all of my domains with GoDaddy, and I'll have another link below the video for that as well. It's just easier to have all my domains in one place, whether I use different servers internationally or locally. All my domains I can manage from one spot. That's the way I prefer it. But if you want to, you can also have your domain with Webafrica. The one thing why I prefer having my domain separate is if something happens to your host and the servers go down, or something happens to the company, then you've at least still got control of your domain and you can point it to a different server and still have a website up and running very, very fast. So in this case, yeah, any of the Linux hosting packages that they've got, except for the starter one. Then you can go through, sign up, put all your details in. I'm just going to go to my account. Once you're logged into your account, you go to your hosting services. That's the page where we'll start with our WordPress install. I'm going to go view details next to my account here. And then right below all your payment details and billing details and things, you'll see right at the bottom you've got these two buttons. One is for webmail if you're using them for your email as well. I'm not. Log into cPanel. cPanel is where we do a lot of our administration on our servers once we've got our hosting space set up. So I'm going to log into cPanel. It will go straight to cPanel in this case. Perfect. So this is cPanel. If you were looking for DNS servers, for instance, I'm using GoDaddy for my domain administration. Your domain is your myname.com or myname.co.za. GoDaddy is also doing .co.za's now, which is quite good. Then you need to point that domain to these domain name servers, so that when people put in myname.co.za, they will get to your website. Okay, so your website will be sitting on Webafrica's server, but your domain name itself will be managed by a service like GoDaddy if you're going the way I did. So this is where you find your domain name servers. Then just scrolling back, you've got some stats on the left, and what we're interested in for today is scripts. So I can either click directly on WordPress here, or I can go to Softacular Scripts, which is also right there, and that will basically go to the same thing. I'm going to click on WordPress. This is the Softacular Script installer, and if you go one tab over to the left, it will tell you you can now install WordPress. Okay. You can choose to either have it on a secure server with a security certificate. For most people, you'll just go to the normal top one. If you want the www, which in most cases I don't, you can go for the second one. Then you choose your domain. I've got a couple of domains and add-on domains here where I can put mine. I'm going to go for marketingtechie.com. In directory, so I want to do a subdirectory test site. We're also going to use this in future to show you how WordPress works. WordPress test. That's your database name. It helps using a descriptive name there. I'm going with WP so that I know it's for WordPress, this database. Test, it's for the test site. It has to be short. Having it this way in future, if I do want to uninstall the site or delete the site, I know where in the database to go and find its data. Table prefix would be WordPress. Don't worry about all this. So my test WordPress site, test marketing techie site. That's your site name. That's your site description. We're not going to do multi WordPress install. WordPress can also manage multiple sites if you do need to do that, but in this case we're not. Yeah, let's use admin. I would normally prefer changing this username. Use something else except for admin. This is a security risk if you're using admin. Admin password. That's my password for my WordPress install. I'm going to go with the one they're suggesting in this case. Admin email. So I'll just fill in my email address. Language English. Limit login attempts is for security. I'm going to use different security software or a plugin that I'm going to install, so I'm not going to check this. But if you're worried about security and you're not going to install another plugin, do check this. Advanced options. Update notifications. You'll get emails to that email address when there's updates available. You can also have your site auto upgrade. You can have your plugins auto upgrade and your themes auto upgrade. I'm not going to check any of that. Manually upgrade. Theme, I'm not going to worry about a theme because I'm going to install the theme later. I want the install details email to me, so I've completed my email address in there, so it will send me my username and password and where to log into my WordPress site. I'm going to click install. There you go, WordPress installed, as easy as that. So here at the top you'll see that it's installed in that directory, marketingtechie.com test site, and my admin URL is where I can log in. So firstly, if we look at that test site in a new tab, you'll see that that's my brand new WordPress site. How to change all this, customize it, we'll look in a different video, but for now You can also have a look at where to log in. We'll open that in a new tab, and you'll see the login screen comes up. This is where I can log into the backend. I'll go admin, put the password in, log in. And that is my dashboard. This is where we'll do our pages and customize our WordPress from. Right, that's a complete WordPress install. Next time we'll have a look at plugins, themes, and other things to do in WordPress.